And we actually look like real people today. You might notice rather than actually like in horsey wear or hair or sweat or anything else.
We're not in joggers, we have makeup on.
Yeah.
And we're going to be grown-ups.
Well, they say, drinking bubbles on the train. Right. Let's try. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's surprisingly
good, isn't it? That's surprisingly nice. I like
It's
that.
dry, it's crisp. It's the right amount of sparkling. I was going to say crisp and elegant.
It is crisp and
I agree
elegant.
with that.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a win.
So there you go. Next time you need a can on the train,
Train wine.
pick a bigger.
Obviously he's a beautiful, beautiful horse, operated by 3 puppeteers. Our head puppeteer on the outside, heart puppeteer on the front legs here, hind puppeteer on the back legs. Each of them have to look after different parts of the horse. The head has to look obviously after the head, and practically we need to make sure that the head's held up high so we can see what Joey's looking at. But emotionally, you can tell us a story with those ears that move around, and they're both independent. One can move, the other can move, which is beautiful.
It's amazing how expressive his face is.
Yeah.
And it is the only moving part on the face.
On the face, yeah.
Wow. It looks like his more moves.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
When we met him a moment ago, and he was sniffing,
Yeah.
when he was sniffing you, it almost felt like his nostrils were expanding
Yeah.
and contracting like a real horse does.
Yes, we often have people saying that they loved it when the horse blinked. The puppet itself doesn't actually have that capability, but the audience's imagination. Good boy, Joey, good boy. The heart puppeteer practically has to look after those front legs. So he's got these triggers at the top that he squeezes to make the legs move. And all of the elastics and bungees that we have are in the same places that the muscles would be on the horse. So that we get the same curl. Joey, that was like good boy. So we've got that lovely curl there. And then the hind puppeteer has to operate with legs with these wonderful ski poles. And he has 2 bicycle brakes that operate the tail. And as you heard, they make the noise themselves. Good boy, Joey. So breath is really crucial, and the heart puppeteer is able to move the body of the horse up and down, so we can see when the horse is relaxed, or if he's a bit more scared and a bit more nervous, that breath will change. Obviously a real horse doesn't breathe up and down, but on stage that it works for us as a visual thing. So making this puppet move like a horse. The keen horse observers in the audience will notice that we don't do canter
Okay,
in the show.
because it's free time and it's
Yes,
difficult.
it's too tricksy to do.
Yeah.
But we do walk, trot and gallop.
Okay.
I'm going to set Joey off on a walk. He's going to walk on the spot for us, and you'll hear the footfalls at the right time, hopefully. So, walk on, Joey. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we really try to get that, good boy, Joey, stop that for me, good boy. We try to get that sort of tick-tock rhythm of the horse. As appropriate as possible. And none of the weight of the horse is going through the legs, so it's all about the puppeteers making contact with the floor.
When you're casting, Jerry, you're casting puppeteers, are you taking their height into account?
We do.
Where they are?
Yes, we do. With a certain height restrictions, so to speak, or limitations, just because of quite simply the horse's size. So we can't have somebody who's 6'5" inside the horse, just because it becomes quite difficult for them. But we can have a 6'5" person on the outside. Good point. So a trot gait we'll go into next, which is in that 2 count. And Trot on. Good boy, Joey. Good boy. Good boy.
Nice active, good amount of suspension, we like that.
Yes,
Very good.
Good boy, Joey. Yes, we're not a lazy horse today.
Absolutely not.
And then the gallop, which we spend a lot of time looking at those beautiful Muybridge images of the gallop, when those first kind of moments of photography when they really captured that point when the horse was airborne.
Yeah, that moment of suspension.
Yeah.
And so we try to get that with the horse, and we'll send him for a bit of a gallop now on the spot as well. So, go on, Joey.
I would like move out of the way. I thought like to move this.
Good boy, Joey. Good boy. Very good. So yes, we really try and get that moment of suspension in with the horse.
Yeah.
And what's incredible is that whilst there are puppeteers on the inside, when he's moving, you sort of forget the fact that you can see 8 legs, the people and the puppet, but rather you just end up seeing the horse.
He's so expressive, but I think you do just, you know, we're even referring to him as him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's definitely a character in the room with us, isn't he?
he is.
He's not an inanimate object.
Not
No,
at all.
not
And
at
that's
all.
kind of how we treat him throughout the rehearsal period. So when we're rehearsing a scene, you'll hear us saying, "Oh, Joey, we need you a little bit further stage left," or "Top Thorn, we need you a bit further stage right." We really do treat them like they are members of the company.
With a face with the ears right forward.
Yeah.
Good boy, Joe. So, would you like to should we try and teach you how to?
Well, I mean, it's just been the Olympics.
Yes,
Team GB obviously got team bronze.
yes.
And the Piaffe is a very important move.
Indeed it is. I feel like we would have got gold had Joey been
Absolutely. Well,
a
that
competitor.
With the team captain, I think he could have, could have been there. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, a Piaffe would be. So, has Joey ever tried to Piaffe before?
He has not. There's not a call for it in the show, sadly.
No,
No.
but there was in the cavalry horses originally.
Yes,
Because before they charged, they would PF to warm up.
yes,
This is
That's where it came
that's
from.
where
Yeah.
it came from.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
Tanya is a Grand Prix trainer and has PF'd
Many horses.
Many horses in many situations.
Yes.
I don't know that you've ever PF'd one this big. Have you?
No, Igloo's 17 hands. He's not quite this big. But
And so I suppose because this is a fabulous learning experience for the puppeteers, what would you be looking for in the horse for a good?
So the
Yeah.
technicality of the Piaffe is it's a trot on the spot. So it's a 2-time rhythm, clear diagonal pairs, and ideally you want to bounce from pair to pair. So you've still got that moment of suspension. In order to achieve this and take it on the spot, the haunches need to lower. So they articulate the pelvis, bend a bit more through the hops and the stifles and lower the croup, and that will in turn lift the wither to allow the lightness of the forehand, and then you get that real dancing feeling on the spot.
So
Joey, no pressure.
no pressure there, Joey. But I think if we think lightness in the heart and sinking in the hind, and in a change to what I would normally suggest, bringing the hooves slightly further forwards on the pickup
Absolutely.
will help us with the puppet to make it look believable. What's amazing is there's some things that we know horses can do in real life, but when we put that into the puppet, we go, "Oh, a horse can't do that. A horse wouldn't do that." So it's finding the
And maybe
right bit.
other thing to consider is horses would maybe naturally piaffe when they're showing off, say in the fields, trying to
Yeah.
impress a lady friend if there was maybe one near. So
Yeah.
feel free to show off as much as you feel the need to, Joe.
I have a small pony at home that PFs when it's dinner time.
Exciting part
She
of the day.
is. The feed's coming out, she will start to PF. So it is actually a natural movement that horses will do. She's never actually been taught to PF yet. Yet. So, it is a natural movement as well. It's not a forced movement or anything like that. So let's see what Joey can do.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Let's see how this goes. So a nice high suspended trot, Joey. Slightly dip in the hind and slightly bring those hooves forwards. And on a 2 count. Nice and springy and bouncy. So what we've got there is a really lovely farm horse split with the front legs. Let's just try and pull those hooves in a tiny bit so we become a little bit tighter and more held together as well, I think. That might help us. And feel that that energy is slightly sending you forwards, so you're not sinking back with each step, but you're driving ever so slightly forwards.
I think you need to come and train my horses to be brilliant.
The great thing is I can say that to this horse because it's got 3 human brains.
And we should definitely invite you down to come and ride. When did we last sit on a horse?
Not too long ago.
Oh,
actually.
Excellent.
So let's just walk on a tiny bit, Jodie. Good boy. Stop there, and let's try and get a nice way up there on the spot.
And then I think with the frame that the nose will be on the bicycle, so it stretches the wither, maybe in there.
Yeah, so you tuck the nose in
Yeah.
as much as you can.
That's it.
And then,
That's
yeah,
it.
there
Yeah,
you go.
lovely. And obviously, he's enjoying himself, so his ears are going to show us.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So let's just bring you just around so we go a bit back from. There we go.